Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And welcome to our 5th Annual President's Club Award Program. As I look out over you, I have never seen such great-looking, well-dressed Morris associates ever. Give yourselves a round of applause. And we have Vanna White over here. As you know, this is one of my favorite nights of the year, and in particular this year, during our 70th year of business. Congratulations to all of you for helping us reach this milestone anniversary. And tonight, we are celebrating your success. Congratulations, everybody. 9 associates will be recognized for excellence in sales, providing outstanding customer service, and making homes great. They personify our mission, and this group has helped make thousands of homes great in providing the style and fashion to their customers. And I think of all of you as entrepreneurs, and you represent Morris Home, Ashley HomeStore, and Better Sleep Shop as if you were the president of Morris Furniture Company, hence the name, the President's Club. Congratulations to all the President's Club awardees. We will honor them after dinner, and at this time, I'd just like to make a few introductions. I'm joined here tonight with our Morris Furniture Company Executive Leadership Team. We have Michael CARUSO, our Chief Operating Officer. Robert KLABEN, Vice President of Marketing and Advertising. Jamie Bierman, Associate Vice President of Human Resources. And Kathy Hollingsworth, our Executive Leadership Team Consultant and Coach. So even our executive team needs a coach, and Kathy's been that coach for many, many years. I'd also like to introduce our store directors. We have with us tonight THERESA Stocking as our Director of Ashley Home Stores. THERESA. And Matt Good is our Director of the Morris Home Stores. Together, we're thrilled that each of you have joined us tonight, and I'm pleased to introduce our 2018 President's Club honorees. Award winners and their GMs will be introduced. So please stand when I call your names. Steve Hastings and PATTI LEIS, and their GM is Steve Reeser. Congratulations. Christy Pruitt-Links and Tom Smales, who's not here tonight, and their GM, Caroline RHINEHART. Congratulations. David Coronado and his Director of Sales, THERESA Stocking. Patty KOHLS and her GM, Nick Grow. Congratulations. And Judy CROOK and her GM, Jeannie Bohatchee. Jeffrey Beach and his GM, Kira Davis. And Thomas Moore and Kurt Leishut. And I am so glad I didn't wear that same sport coat tonight. Next year, we'll go shopping together, okay?
It's at the dry cleaner.
Oh, I was wondering where it was. I'd now like to welcome our general managers that are attending. Please stand together as I introduce you. James Morocco, Dan Ward, Kendall Dillon, Diane, Damon Barnes, Tissy Woodbrook, Laura Irvin, Jackie Wood, and Justin Tinch. So congratulations to all of them. And I know next year they're going to have several members here to be congratulated in the President's Club. And we also have several top sales performers who had great sales in 2017 or who are off to a great start in this first quarter of 2018. We'd like for these sales leaders to stand, and we look forward to you all being in the President's Club next year. Please join me in a round of applause for these aspiring President's Club honorees. Lewis Collins, Mark Jordan, Shonda Williams, Robert Anderson, Kevin Holthouse, Vic Campbell, Ken Keisel, Noah Lavallo, Orne Heath, Sophia Austin, Bo Walker, Vinette Chamberlain, and Anton Bowens. We have other Morris associates that are here tonight to help celebrate tonight's President's Club. So any other Morris associates, please stand so we can recognize you. Nicole, Jasmine, Rachel, Kristen. And we're also pleased to have with us Vic Silva, Vice President of Licensed Sales and Operations of Ashley HomeStore, joining us to help us congratulate our 2018 President's Club Award winners. Thank you, Vic. But most important, tonight's recognition would not be possible without the support of our President's Club spouses, family, and friends who are joining us tonight. As we salute each of the honorees for their hard work on evenings, weekends, and holidays, we also salute their spouses, significant others, and family for their support and understanding of the time invested to achieve success. Join me in giving these important supporters a round of applause. Thank you. Like most other retail businesses, Morris Furniture Company and other home furnishings retailers are experiencing considerable change. Consumer shopping patterns are changing, and the internet has opened the doors to many new competitors. Despite these factors, our President's Club honorees maximize each customer opportunity presented to them. Each of our sales leaders that is here today has achieved greatness by diligently working hard. While each has a different style, Thomas, all of our President's Club members are focused on setting goals, working hard each day to meet and exceed their goals. And now I'd like to introduce Michael CARUSO, our Chief Operating Officer. Michael.
Thank you, Larry. Morris Furniture is proud to have held the President's Club for 5 years, as Larry had mentioned. This event demonstrates our commitment and acknowledge and reward of the best, which is you. To be in the President's Club is not an accident, and it's not luck. It is a daily determination and thoughtful planning that you as a professional do every day to reach this milestone. While others may say that it's luck, and as I look around the room, I'm sure everybody in this room has been called lucky. I mean, who hasn't, right? The Roman philosopher Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So, in fact, the so-called lucky people generate their own good fortune, and how they do that with 4 basic principles. And I'll say that the people in this room have these principles because you're here. They're skilled at creating and noticing chance opportunities. They make lucky decisions by listening to their intuition. They create self-fulfilling prophecies by having positive expectations at all times. And they adopt a resilient attitude that transforms bad luck into good. So it is safe to say that these principles apply tonight to the honorees. So tonight we're here to honor and celebrate our top performers who successfully maximize the opportunities presented to them. Each of you take pride in what you do to satisfy each guest in helping them make their homes great. As a top performers event last summer, we asked several attendees what it takes to be a top performer. Our 2018 President's Club members have many of the qualities mentioned, so let's hear what they have to say.
All right, so what it takes to be a top performer is just be friendly, know what your customer wants, have product knowledge, and show them around the store.
Listening to your customers and knowing your product.
Takes attitude, confidence, listening skills.
You gotta be consistent, okay? You can't just start out with 1 month, do well. You wanna do well every month.
The sincere desire to help the customer get what they came in for, or show them things they never even thought of wanting in their home. It's a sincere desire to help make the customer's home great.
You gotta be motivated, dedicated every day and give your 100%.
Just do the best you can every day, and then that adds up to a good month and adds up to a good year.
Congratulations to tonight's honorees. Each of you have achieved this level of performance using your strength of character and ambition to carry you forward on the road towards success. This is the common denominator amongst all of you this evening. Your overwhelming desire to succeed and to be known as the very, very best. You possess a tenacity and ability to stay focused in a whirlwind of distractions. You stay the course no matter what. Many of you have traversed incredibly different and at times difficult avenues throughout your lives. Yet you have all found your way here, sharing the accolades of superior achievement. I often wonder why. Why do you guys work so hard to achieve the highest level of performance possible? What makes you tick? I wish it was easy to replicate, but it's not. You are all very special, and you should be extremely proud of that. As you reflect back on your lives, perhaps you know what makes you the way you are, or perhaps you have no idea. I do know one thing: you are a rare breed indeed, and deserve the honors that you are receiving this evening. Those of you who are here tonight have paved your road to excellence with an ability to set and achieve remarkable goals, and possess a burning desire to succeed, combined with a character that is elevated above the ordinary. You have discovered the thoroughfares that have served you greatest and rewarded you for your values of commitment, ownership, professionalism, integrity, and quality of work. You are being honored here tonight for traveling your own unique roads. These roads have propelled you to the pinnacle of success within Morris Furniture Company. If we were to name these roads, the signs would say Incredibly Tenacious Boulevard, Boundless Energy Avenue, Amazing Work Ethic Lane, Commitment Cove, Expertise Boulevard, Integrity Row, or even for some of you, Lunatic Lane. Every person in this room this evening has a spectacular story to tell. The challenges, stress, struggles, and rewards that life has placed in front of you has shaped the personality and character that has brought you here this evening. You're an incredible group, and we are here to celebrate you. I am honored to be a part of this adventure with you and have learned many lessons during my tenure within this company. I know that my own road, or rather Audubon, is hurdling me towards a level of success that I have yet to see in my career. I'm so very excited to see where this road takes me. I find security in knowing that many of you are in this adventure seated right next to me enjoying the ride. Jeannie, thank you. And you know who you are. Again, I would like to applaud this incredible group of individuals who have achieved top performance status this year and encourage all individuals to stay the course on the road to success. I expect to see you all here next year. Let's have a round of applause to celebrate you all. All right. Now going to be introducing my good friend Matt Good to give his lovely speech. Come on up, Matt. All right.
Thank you, Teresa. So I'd like to thank Teresa first off because this is my first year at Morris, and she's really taken me under her wing, shown me the furniture business, learned a lot here, really enjoy it. Love the company. I'd like to thank Larry and Michael for the honor of being able to work with this team. Great team of sales associates, great team of President's Club, great team of managers, so thank you for that. I'd like to thank Dawn, my fiance, for coming. She was a little under the weather earlier, but she didn't take a sick day, which I appreciate. And I once asked my boss if we get sick days, and he said, yeah, that's when you're at work sick. Wasn't here. Okay, so our President's Club team represents the best and brightest of us all. This elite team of associates make homes great consistently each day, achieving excellence. They perform at a high level, regardless of the challenges they face in our always changing retail environment, and it is always changing. They possess unique skill set that separates them from other associates. They set an example for associates to look up to and aspire to be one day, which is the very best in their field. The field they have chosen, they are the best, and they're in this room tonight, and I'm very proud of that. This team raises the bar each day for the company, leadership, and each other. And when I speak with each member of this team, I realize there are three things that really make them the best of the best. Number one, they understand the price of admission. As director, I appreciate we don't have to tell them to tuck their shirts in or be on time. Little stuff like that. Masters of the basics. When I'm in my stores, I never have to ask them to wait on a customer. They're already with somebody. I mean, that's an automatic. And you'd think that'd be automatic. It's not. Not with some of the associates. Our President's Club, they are on it, and I want to thank you for that. They understand what it is to be a pro, being a professional in their environment. They understand customer service, our key business metrics, and why we have to have a clean showroom. They understand all those things must come together. And that's just the price of admission to be a great sales associate. That's the price everybody pays. That's the price we pay to serve customers and make their homes great, and that's really what it's all about. Number two, they set and achieve goals. One goal is to be in the President's Club, but that's not always their primary goal. Sometimes it's a personal goal. Sometimes it's to be the best member of the President's Club. Sometimes it's to elevate the performance of the entire company in one category. Daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goals are set by this team and are usually higher than anything a manager may ask them to do. To sum it up, they are winners that achieve more than others. And the third thing is they have tenacity. Sales is an uphill battle with current market conditions. Competitors are plentiful, assortments are everywhere, coupled with endless online options, and the customer's high level of understanding and research into their purchases make relevance no easy task today. Our best associates add value beyond product assortment and online convenience to bring a unique buying experience into the markets we are in. They are masters of building trust and honoring their commitments to our customers, turning their dreams into reality. Simply put, they make homes great and lead their stores to success. Personally, I rely on and appreciate their leadership on my visits to continue to take our great company to the next level. Their feedback helps us improve on how we can better serve our customers and improve on what we do at corporate, which is critical to our success. Without carrying the title of manager, they're truly the best leaders in our company. They're in this room tonight, and I thank you for everything you've helped me with. So to our proud President's Club members, I thank you for what you do every day, for your results, for our company and our culture. Please give yourselves a hand. And now I'd like to introduce Rob KLABEN, our Vice President of Marketing and Advertising.
Thank you, Matt. So tonight we're honoring the top salespeople for our company for 2017. And to launch this evening, we're going to share a short video starring the President's Club members for 2018. Here we go.
Very happy, honored to be a part of another President's Club. I never take moments like this for granted because I know that, you know, the work that it takes to be in this position.
Feels good. Feels good. The financial success is very rewarding. On top of loving what I do, I really love my job.
I truly love working here, so that keeps me motivated to be able to make a good living and do what I like to do.
To me, the most important thing is to break down that wall and have communication with the customer. That's the only opportunity that I have to dazzle them.
Surround yourself with successful people. I started in this business 26 years ago, and one thing that I learned very early was to take the good habits of successful people and copy them. And I think if you do that, then you will be successful yourself.
They're not just looking at furniture, they're trying to create something for their life that they're going to be living with every single day.
Hard work and dedication, loyalty, friendship, a lot of research, and just come to work and be enthused and try to have a good day every day.
I have a beautiful family, lovely wife, 2 beautiful daughters, and that's what keeps me motivated to continue to provide, you know, for them.
Knowing the support that I have from so many people, that right there is when you're representing more than just yourself. That's like the most utmost, you know, motivation that I could actually have.
13-year-old boy named Nicholas Hastings. He wants to go to Ohio State, and he is definitely my why.
You always have to have something that you're working toward. You can't just sit and wait for things to happen. You always need to have that motivation to keep you moving forward.
I do consider myself to be an entrepreneur. I kind of like to go above and beyond. I do a little bit of research for the customer.
It didn't for me come right away. It took a couple years, but if you like doing what you're doing, it'll come to you, and just do what's best for the customer, and it'll all work out in the end.
Get to know your products. I think that is so important. Knowledge is power.
I feel that any successful salesman actually should consider themselves an entrepreneur because you're building your business. Morris gives us the opportunity to do so and the tools that we need, but we still need to go out there and make the best of what they've offered.
Passion, no doubt, passion. You have to believe in your product, you have to believe in yourself, you have to sell something that you believe in. If you don't believe in the product, or if you don't believe that what you're selling is a good product, then you're not going to be successful.
A day doesn't make a week doesn't make a month, and a month doesn't make a year.
Risk it to get the biscuit's always been something I've always said. Sometimes it doesn't seem easy, but if you never try, you don't know.
Thanks, Robin. Special thanks to Kristen for creating that spectacular video. Appreciate that. And now let's start our awards program by recognizing 3 Better Sleep Shop specialists that are outstanding in helping our customers get a better night's sleep. To help recognize our first honoree, here's Larry KLABEN.
Let's hear it again for those honorees and that great video. I mean, they really said it all. So tonight's first President's Club winner is Steve Hastings from the Wilmington Pike Better Sleep Shop. And he had nearly $765,000 in sales during 2017. Steve is extremely dedicated to our Better Sleep Shop and our Morris Furniture Company. He contributes ideas and suggestions at our regular executive leadership Q&A sessions. We appreciate his ideas and desire to not only make homes great, but to make our company great. Here's Steve Reeser, our Morris Home Wilmington Pike General Manager, to present Steve with his award. Steve Reeser.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. Hey, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to the executive leadership team for putting this whole shindig together for us. That's fantastic. I'd also like to have a special shout out to my own personal Dorothy, you know who you are, and my own personal Glinda, and you know who you are. So thank you to you two as well. Hey, long time ago, it was about 14 years ago, Steve came in to work with us. He started out as most of, I got to get my goggles on here. He started out as most of us did, selling both bedding and furniture at the time. And like I said, it was 14 years ago. But then as we changed over to a separation into the Better Sleep Shop as a certain brand, Steve moved over into the Better Sleep Shop. Shortly thereafter, he was named the coordinator of our Better Sleep Shop and has since provided great leadership over there, as well as basically just a good mentor. If you want to take care of your customers and help them make their bedroom great, Steve was one of the guys that could help you do it. So he was also going to be responsible as the bedding coordinator for all the day-to-day kind of comings and goings of the Better Sleep Shop itself, including things such as store appearance, scheduling of the associates, suggestions, like we mentioned for the ELT, promoting the BSS just in general, so that it would get its name out there, and assist the bedding buyers in any way possible, including suggestions as to how we could set up the floor, what would be good, what's a good transition, all of these things that he's been called on over the 14 years to help out with, and he's always been there every single time. As many of you know, that he had a strong relationship with a gentleman that we all pretty well know and love, Mike Van Autreve. He's not with us here this evening, but Steve, like you said, you surrounded yourself with great people, and not only that, but you picked up on what made them great, and you kind of took it onto your own. And I know through our conversations that you've had a lot to do with Mike Van Autreve, and what he brought to you has helped you over the years. The insight that he gained from Mike has proved to be invaluable, both in terms of achievements, but also the marketing knowledge that he was able to glean from Mike. And again, that kind of transposed into how he helped with organization in terms of the Better Sleep Shop itself as a whole. Steve is really interesting. If you were to see Steve with his customers, you would notice that he's extremely consultative. He can get to be that person's best friend in a very short period of time. He sits with them. He has a soft tone to his voice. He listens. And that's the main thing. He listens. But he has this consultative form of selling that just ingratiates himself to the customers. And again, it has served him well over the years. It's only an estimate, but I did look up some numbers, and Steve had sales somewhere between $8 and $10 million over the 14 years of service that he's had with Morris. So now there's a lot of beds that have been sold out there. We're not going to talk about how many babies were made on the beds that you sold, but there's a lot of them. So again, Steve now joins the multiple ranks of President's Club winners who have won more than once. And again, for his efforts in 2017. And he plans on doing it again. He's already told me he's planned on doing it in 2018. So I did some looking up as well. And what I found was there were some notable events from 2003, which is the year that Steve started with us. For instance, like number one, gas was $1.83 a gallon. Gasoline was $1.83 a gallon. Sadly, it was the same year as the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, so that had nothing to do with him. He was seen, this happened the very first year, he was seen hovering outside the bedding department waiting for that wayward customer who was not with an associate. He did, yeah. The Concorde SST, supersonic transport airplane, was retired in that year. Lance Armstrong won his 5th Tour de France. And we know how that worked out for him, right? Harley Davidson celebrated its 100th birthday. Back in the day, Steve had brown hair. It was also the last year that Volkswagen Beetle rolled off the production line with the old style. Now here's one for you. It was the same year that Apple launched iTunes. Yeah.
Make me feel better every moment.
Hey. But in a serious conversation I had with Steve, and we do from time to time sit down and we talk about ways to make things great and way to make things better than great. And he confided in me that he owes a lot of his success to his favorite TV superstar, Barney the dinosaur. Mm-hmm. I've seen him time and time again come into the Better Sleep Show. I love you. No. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my good friend, Mr. Steve Hastings.
This is definitely my favorite part, right? Hey, Reese, thank you for those kind words, my friend.
Friend of mine.
Reese and I have worked together for 14 years. He started just a little bit before I did. Before I go any further, Larry, I want you to know something. This presentation, this banquet, really means a lot because if it was anything else, I would be somewhere else watching the Masters. So I just want you to know that. It means a lot.
It is on display in the grill room.
But I want to congratulate each and every one of you that are here tonight. It's a prestigious award. I think we have about 225 salespeople, and 8 or 9 of us made it. It's something to be very proud of, something to strive for, and I hope to see each and every one of you here next year. And I see faces: Judy, Thomas, my girl Patti. I can't forget you. But I want to congratulate each and every one of you for making this, because it is a great honor. It takes a lot of hard work. And watching that video, one thing that I kind of got was that we each enjoy what we do, you know? I mean, we care about our customers. We care about making homes great. And it's about that personal relationship with the people that you come in contact with every day. Been in sales for a long, long time. Had my own business when I was in my early 20s, and not only sold the work, but installed the work. And I always knew that I would be in sales in some capacity. I'm a people person. I love people. And one thing that I enjoy is every day's different, you know? I mean, every customer is different. You're not on an assembly line doing this all day, right? I mean, I don't know how people do it. God bless them. But the one thing that I really enjoy is the people, not only that I meet, but that I work with. And I've rambled long enough. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you for this wonderful event, and God bless.
Congratulations, Steve. And now Michael Caruso will introduce our next Better Sleep Shop Award winner.
I'm pleased to share that Chrissy Pruitt-Links is our next honoree. Chrissy had $836,429 in sales during 2017. Come on. That's a lot of betting. Chrissy will also be celebrating her 10th anniversary with us this summer. Unbelievable. And now she's a 3-time President's Club winner. So congratulations. It just gets better all the time. Christy is a true professional when it comes to helping our customers select the right mattress to help them get a better night's sleep. Many customers rave about their interaction with her, and we truly appreciate all she does for our customers and our company. So I'd like to introduce Caroline RHINEHART, the Morse Home TriCounty General Manager, to present Christy with her award. Caroline?
So Christie's has been with the company for, like Michael Caruso said, has been with the company for over for 10 years. I have worked with Christy for about 3 years right now. And having worked with Christy for several years, one thing really stand out that people knows that she cares about them and just wants to help them achieve the best sleep possible. Building trust with strangers is a hard thing to do, but Christy does it very well. She does it through sincere professionalism and integrity. Customer rave about her exceptional customer service, and Christy, and that's because she takes great amount of ownership in making customers' homes great from the beginning to the end of the process. Christy really cares about her customers, and it is really a pleasure to have her on my team.
I just want you all to know how much I appreciate that you all take the time to appreciate us with this event. I would first like to thank my husband, Mike, who puts up with me at home and at work now. Also, my coordinator and good friend, who is not here tonight, but should be, Matt Ball, whom I could not and would not do this job without. As always, I'd like to thank Dick Gerald, who taught me everything I ever needed to know about how to sell mattresses. He taught me the essence of comfort selling. Also, a special thank you to the staff at Store 35 and the best GM I've ever had the pleasure of working for, Caroline RHINEHART. I still love you, Jeannie and Kathy. August will mark my 10th year with Morris and 15 years in the business, so that's saying a lot. Thank you as well to Nicole Brancato and the entire corporate team, delivery service, accounting, who help our customers after the sale has been made. And lastly, thank you, Larry, again for appreciating us with this event. It's a struggle in this business to work with the endless negative aspects, the hours, the weekends, the ungrateful customers, and all the issues that come with retail. But when a customer calls in and says, "Thank you for helping me pick out the best mattress we've ever had," then it's all worth it. Thanks and have a great night.
Congratulations, Christy. And now Michael will introduce our next Better Sleep Shop Award winner.
I'm pleased to share that David Coronado is a first-time President's Club honoree. David, yes. Thank you. David had, and this is a betting, had $959,284 in sales during 2017. Quite an accomplishment. Quite an accomplishment for his first full year with the company. David joined Morris Furniture back in October of 2016 as our Reynoldsburg General Manager and is now our Better Sleep Shop Regional Manager in the Columbus market. David's co-workers shared the following. I've seen David utilize his experience to cultivate a successful staff and re-energize a struggling location. David's competitive nature is contagious among the selling staff. I've learned a lot from him and how to become a better salesperson. David is always pushing me to be a better leader and to strive for the best at all time. If you want to know how to close a deal, watch David. He takes pride in his job and his team. Through mentoring, he's helped us all rise to a higher level of excellence. Does that a leader? Thank you.
All right, so David is quite the spectacular person and individual. I remember when I had found him about a year and a half ago, his resume had been on Indeed for maybe a minute. And we just happened to have our paths collide, and I called him. And the minute he came into that showroom, I thought, oh my goodness, what an outstanding character and charisma that this gentleman has. And he has been extremely successful for our Bryce Road location as a general manager. And he continues to have his influence in that showroom, mentoring Tizzy, who has now taken over and carried that flag of success over. And I know that his mentorship has brought her some success as well. So thank you for that, David. And we would love to present you with your award this evening. So come on up.
Thank you, Teresa. I'm not really one for speeches, but I'll make a little bit of an exception. I'll be honest, the comments that you just read from the team at Bryce Road actually got me a little choked up because I don't really ask, them how I influenced them. I just feel that it was always part of my job. So for those guys to say that kind of stuff, really does mean a lot. I have to thank Teresa for the opportunity. She is the one that gave me this job about 1.5 years ago. But I also have to thank Larry, Michael, for giving me the opportunity of the current position that I am in, and Matt Good for helping me with that as well. I do greatly appreciate everything our company does for us. I am truly humbled to work for Morris Furniture. I have came from a big company, and the family atmosphere here far outweighs anything those large corporations had to offer. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody here.
It is now time to meet our Furniture Sales President's Club award winners. Larry will now share information about the first recipient.
Thank you, Matt. Tom Smales joined our Morris Home TriCounty location 5 years ago this month, and he is now a 3-time President's Club member. Tom had over $1,016,000 in sales in 2017, with the highest average ticket of our Morris Club honorees at $1,651. We all know how hard that is to get that. So here is Caroline to share a few words about Tom, who is not with us this evening.
Hi. Unfortunately, Tom cannot be here for personal reasons today, but he does take pride and joy on what he does. And as one of the leader in the store, he does one of his greatest quality is his knowledge, and he loves to share his knowledge about new products, about furniture with his sales team members. So it is a pleasure to have Tom on my team as well.
Thank you, Caroline. A little extra hard when they're not here. Our next President's Club honoree is Patti LEIS. Michael has a few words to share.
Patty's now a 3-time President's Club honoree. Fantastic, fantastic. During 2017, Patti had over $1,063,782 in sales. Patti's co-workers shared a few thoughts about working with her, and I'll share those with you. She is great to work with as she interjects humor in all that she does. Her smile is contagious, and thankfully her eating habits are not, as she can't eat onions, garlic, peppers, or spices. But that's okay, because she's the spice that makes the recipe fun for all. There are 3 phrases that come to mind when Patti's mentioned. She is dedicated, she is loyal, and she is a powerhouse. And she is loved by many. So here's Steve Reeser to present Patti with her award.
Thank you, Michael. Oh, well, she's the spice. I mean, how do you top that? I got 2 pages of notes here that just went up in smoke. No, seriously. Patty started with Morse back in 2011, and she came to us by way of Our House Furniture. One of the things she learned at Our House was how to really take care of customers, right? And she carried that over onto our side of the family, and she makes homes great continually, even to this day. She began Morse by starting out at the Harshman Road store. And then she moved to the Wilmington Pike location in 2012. Her previous experiences had helped her learn the process of furniture sales, and she's not looked back ever since. Patty's been like Michael said, has been a President's Club honoree twice before this, and she plans again on doing it in 2018, and I'm going to hold her to that. Some of the characteristics that make Patty so successful are things you can't coach. And most of us here know about coaching. There are certain things you cannot coach. You cannot coach an athlete to be fast. They're either fast or they're not, right? Well, Patty's the same way. There's so many things about what makes Patty Patty, you just can't coach them. Her quick wit, her attention to detail, her ability to integrate herself and ingratiate herself to the customers, just to name a few. Plainly stated, her customers love her. They really, 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 well, except for the one. Except for the one.
Don't name that one.
We won't talk about that. But Patty and I, over the years that we've been together, have developed a unique relationship. And one of the things that she brings to the table is her ability. She's kind of like my go-to when it comes to just anything that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And so she's constantly finding these things and bringing them to my attention. And she's my go-to for that. But she has the ability to find out where there are errors, omissions, uncertainties, and bring them to my attention. Well, this causes me to do a lot of homework. Got to send out emails and get on the phone, make phone calls and that type of stuff to get her the answers. But it's really awesome because it's her attention to detail that makes her notice these things. And when she gets answers to these questions, she's always getting the sale. So she asks the questions that cause me to become better, that cause us the ability to share this additional information with our associates, because she's always digging up that those little things that need clarification. But it makes me better, and I thank you for that. And one of the things, and I know you're going to get tired of hearing it, but it is one of my favorites. Several years ago, Patty had a customer, and the lady came in and she was just looking for some lamps. How many times have you heard this? Okay. But it's one of my favorites, though, isn't it? They came in and they were just looking for lamps, and Patty took them and said, "Let's go." So I think each lamp was like $150, $159, something like that. And she took them around, and they spent an hour. They spent an hour and a half. They spent a couple hours, and eventually she got that $300 sale. Yeah! 2 hours, 2 hours. Oh, my goodness. But you know what happened next? Let's spring forward. Like maybe, how long? 2
months, maybe.
Yeah, 2 months. The customer comes back and then spends over $6,700 with us. Not only did they come back and spend $6,700 with Patty, and I say that, it was with Patty. Not only did they do that, but they were kind enough to let us know that the reason they did that was because she took the time to do a couple of things. She took the time to, A, shop around for a couple hours to sell 2 $150 lamps, but she also wrote them a thank you note for that. And this customer let us know that the reason they came back and the reason they asked for Patty was because she took the time to help them with that insignificant sale, which turned out to be not quite so insignificant in the big picture. And she sent them a thank you card for that. And I got to tell you, I mean, if I was to sum it all up right there, that is what makes Patty Patty. And so now I'd like to invite you up here to get your award that you so deserve.
One more time.
Never gonna live it down.
I know. But I wanted to say thank you to everyone. But in looking back in the year 2017, one word comes to mind, and it's exceptional. I had some exceptional opportunities, exceptional customers, which none of us would be here without them, let's face it. But exceptional opportunities to do some things with Morris and to just have a lot of contact with people at corporate on a continual basis who do an exceptional job, the merchandisers, advertising, buyers who are constantly buying, accounting, just all the departments. We have to look at their exceptional qualities and include them in our success too. All the way then to our managers, Steve Reeser, Josh Render, Susan Sauter was our manager last year, and then my friend coworkers who are all there. They're exceptionally talented as well, supportive, and just a pleasure to work with. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Patty, and congratulations on your achievement. Larry will now present our next President's Club honoree.
Our next honoree is Patricia KOHLS from our Florence Morris Home Showroom. Patty has been with our company for nearly three and a half years, and last year had $1,105,063 in sales during 2017. We congratulate Patty on being a first-time President's Club member. She came to Morris with many years of prior furniture retail experience, 8 years with Rhodes, 4 years with Value City. Her co-workers say that Patty must remain in the furniture business in order to be able to continue buying fine furniture for the love of her life, her 12-year-old Yorkie. Patty missed being in our President's Club here, her second year at Morris by only $40,000. She now refuses to miss it again. She is highly motivated and will stop until she's at the top. Here's Nick Groh, our new Florence Morris Home General Manager, to present Patty with her award. Nick.
I've not been working with Patty for very long, but she's made a big impression on everyone at Florence. She grew up in a family of 5, being the second eldest and, of course, the smartest. Her family is German-Irish. That probably explains her strong love for craft beers and Manhattans. Patty is a true entrepreneur who loves to cook. She owned her own restaurant for 7 years in Alexandria, Kentucky. The front end was an old-fashioned ice cream shop with the back end being a full-service restaurant. In time, Patty decided to utilize the skills to entertain her friends, as a restaurant business was just too much work for her. Since Patty was just too young to retire and having a strong passion for gardening, she decided to go into business with a wholesale floral and pottery store, dealing predominantly with florists and interior designers. She has built some strong relationships with and certainly knows how to deal well with clients. Patty's a great addition to our store, and we hope to see her here on the President's Club till she's gone. Patty, please come up.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be here tonight. I'd like to thank Larry for giving me the opportunity to do a job I love and make good money. I'd like to thank Michael and Matt for your leadership. I'd like to thank THERESA for your friendship and your wisdom. I'd like to thank Nick and Kathy for your never-ending support. And I'd like to thank Rick Bauer for hiring me in this company in the first place and for giving me the tools to do my job well. Thank you.
Congratulations, Patty. Our next President's Club honoree comes from our Beavercreek Ashley HomeStore, and Michael will be doing the introductions.
The next honoree I'd like to introduce is JUDI CROOK. JUDI joined our company. Judy joined our company 7 years ago. Now, let's do the math. She did it 7 years ago, and she's a 5-time President's Club honoree. That's incredible. Incredible. Judy had $1,209,547 in sales during 2017. Pardon? I'll take your word for that one.
It's okay. It's all right.
With 56% of her sales using the More For You card, which is a great opportunity. So great job. Great leadership there. Judy comes to work every day with a big smile and full of energy, as we all know who have gone into our Beavercreek store. Her positive attitude is contagious, and her customers love her. She has a loyal following of repeat customers who seek her out, refer their friends and family, and truly appreciate her sincerity and professionalism. So here's Jeannie Bohatchee, our Beavercreek Ashley Store General Manager, to once again present Judy with her award.
Thank you. Have you ever met a person and you've had to hire that person, and in your gut, you knew you had something? Absolutely. I mean, when I hired Judy back in, when was it, 7 years ago? 7 years ago, there was something, and I didn't have to search it out, think about it. It was like, oh my gosh, I have a winner. And I've had a winner for 5 years. Judy's a salesperson with full of energy and excitement. She can eat a super large bag of coffee M&Ms by herself and not gain a pound. I'm serious, guys. You think I'm joking. I'm not. When I think of our code of conduct, I think of Judy. Live the team. She's one of those girls who is a team player with everyone at the store. She keeps us on our toes, of course. Judy has 6 grandchildren that she loves dearly and loves to spend the days off with those kids. I believe why Judy has been a $1 million writer over those years, again and again, is because she loves people. No, she loves people. Judy sees the good in everyone she meets, from her coworkers to her customers. She sees good. Judy speaks from her heart, which you can never go wrong if you speak from your heart, ever. Judy is one of those ones that I challenge her, and she gets focused. And when she's focused, there's no way to stop this girl. I give her high praise for hard work, dedication, and for taking responsibility for achieving the excellence. And here's Judy.
Thank you very much. I don't like speaking in front of people, as you can tell. But I want to say a special thanks to all the opportunities that Larry, Marilyn have given me. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me. Rob, thank you so much for bringing him in the store. But I want to make a special thank you to the best GM ever. I love this woman. She has supported me from day one, the day she hired me. I'm so grateful. The Beavercreek store would not be what it is without her. She is amazing. She has
I paid her $20.
She has the company's everything, and she is so supportive of this customer, the company. She is great. I love her to death. Kendall Dial, who was my manager throughout the year, she is now a GM. Thank you so much. Amanda, thank you so much for all your support. I really want to also thank Thomas Moore for all that he motivates me. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for Thomas Moore. And my boyfriend, of course, all the hours he has to spend at the casino while I'm at work. I feel so bad for him. The poor guy. Everybody that has supported me, I am so grateful, so grateful. I love you all. Jasmine, thank you so much for putting great furniture on the floor. Again, Rob, thank you for bringing them in, because I love it. When they come in the store, I love them. They're my friends, and I'm so grateful for the money. And thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, wait. Let me just say this. They asked a question on that thing. do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? And I really wanted this to be on camera, that they said, and I said, yes, I do. It is my business within Larry's business. He pays the bills. I take a big fat paycheck. It works every time. I love it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Hey, whoa. Kristen, thank you for teaching me I can talk in front of people. Thank you so much, Kristen. I am so grateful. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Michael Caruso, thank you so much for doing all the paperwork. I wish I didn't have so much paperwork, but thank you for doing it for me. I am so grateful. I hate paperwork. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Judy. Well, you deserve that award, certainly. All right, so we're to our second to last award nominee this evening, and we have Larry, who will introduce this person. Larry?
So before we move on to the next award, I just want to clarify a few things. Judy said that Jeannie taught her everything that she knows, but I just want you all to know that I taught Jeannie everything that she knows. And she never lets me forget that I'm a few months older than she is.
Always be older than me.
So now we're moving on to our next honoree. Jeff Beach is a two-time President's Club honoree and has been employed at our TriCounty Ashley HomeStore. And he's been there for just over 2.5 years. Jeff's goal at the beginning of 2016 was to be a President's Club member, and he fulfilled that goal. And in 2017, he had an outstanding $1,218,285 in sales. Let's hear it for Jeff. Jeff works hard to reach the goals that he sets for himself. He is dedicated to increasing his sales each week and month, and knows with the right attitude he will be back next year as a 3-time President's Club member. Here's Kira Davis, our Tri-County Ashley HomeStore General Manager, to once again present Jeff with his award.
So last year, I had the opportunity to talk about Jeff also. I was a little bit of a disadvantage. I had just taken over the Tri-County store. I had taken it over very late in January and had known him February and March. So, they said, get up and say something heartfelt, meaningful, powerful. And I thought, Lord have mercy, I don't know what's going to happen here. So as a good salesperson, I made stuff up. But I do remember that I told him that I was proud of him. And I was proud of him. He had only been at the company for a year, and now he had written $1 million. And hey, that's not an easy feat. A lot of people say we're going to be $1 million writers, and they always say I'm going to do it next year. I'm always going to get there. But he said it and turned around and did it. So yeah, I was proud of him. But this year, I have been in that store over a year, and I get to say I'm proud of him for some different reasons. He works hard. He is dedicated. He looks at his numbers. He makes commitments to me. He promises he'll do things. He comes in on his days off. He's wonderful with these peers. He will share his best practices. He is motivated for all the right reasons. He is an entrepreneur. I am proud of him. I am grateful that he's been on my team. He's a pace setter. His numbers get better each month, each day, each year. Kind of tell you a little bit of a funny story. Jeff was on vacation 2 Sundays ago, and we shared everybody's numbers. And they did ask for a recount because they thought I'd made a mistake on his Guardian number. He was over 8%. They thought I meant like 0.8. But he had 8%. So every little thing, everything that I can throw at him, he turns around, he embraces it, and he works towards it. So Jeff Beach, you get to come up here now. But I want to say as he's walking up here, I appreciate you. I am proud of you. And thank you so much.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Michael Caruso, for giving me the opportunity. Love being in store 30, big, huge store there. Mike says sometimes you feel lucky. I feel lucky for working in a big store that I am. I inspire my coworkers. I try to do the best I can every day. Kara's wonderful. Can't imagine working for another manager besides her. Got a couple coworkers here. Rob, Mike, Paula, we all can tell her that she's like one of the best general managers we ever worked for. She's very hard and dedicated. She's taught me a lot. She is a teacher. I'm inspired by working with her. Thanks, Theresa. Appreciate it. Just glad to work for the company. Second year. Going to get better and better each year, hopefully, and thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jeff. Our final honoree for this evening needs no introduction. However, he insisted on one. To introduce our top salesperson for 2017, here's Michael Caruso.
Thanks, Matt. I think we all know who we're talking about.
Yes, we do.
Thomas Moore. Thomas Moore celebrated his 10th anniversary with Moore's Furniture last summer. Tonight he returns as our second 5-time President's Club winner. That's wonderful. And to put this in perspective, he surpassed our second highest salesperson in 2017 by almost $500,000. That's a lot of work. Thomas had $1,714,625 in sales. He did not cut any corners in reaching this incredible sales total. In fact, his protection with that is 8.14 protection sales. There's nearly 60% of his sales were with our More For You card. Great job. That is not luck, although people will say it is. That is a true professional being prepared. So, as I said, Thomas, you are a true professional. He is willing to share successful selling strategies with others, as long as they're willing to put the time and energy, and I also say the mindset, into being successful. He's the most positive person you can be with, and trust me, I played a round of golf with him, and he helped me with all the lousy shots I made.
What about you, buddy?
He knows that self-improvement just doesn't happen. It takes time, energy, practice, and a positive attitude. We appreciate all Thomas does to help improve our Harshman store and our customers. And so to present Thomas with his award, here's Kurt Leishu, I got it. Leishu with our Harshman store general manager to present Thomas with his annual award.
So we all know Thomas as probably the best salesperson there is on the floor. I watch him every day. Dude doesn't sit down. He puts asparagus in his pocket and eats it on the floor, which I don't get, but whatever. It works for him. So I appreciate everything he does. He is probably, for not being a manager, he's probably one of the greatest leaders I've ever met in a store. If your guardian is down in our store, Thomas will come up to you. He'll give you hints on how to make it better. He'll give you a piece of paper. He'll come and help you with your sale if you need this help with the sale. He wants everybody in the store to be successful, as he is. I mean, it's hard to be as successful as he is, but he wants everybody in our store to be that successful. He wants everybody to have the highest guardian. I've never seen a man that loves his job as much as he does. He makes everybody else love the job. I love my job because Thomas loves his job. for sure. He comes into work. First, he works bell to bell every day he works. He works bell to bell. He comes in, he never, ever, ever stops. If he sees someone struggling, he'll pull them to the side, he will help them out. He doesn't expect anything back from them. He just wants the store to be the best. He wants Morris to be the best furniture store there is. And he's made what some people would think a job, he's made it into a career. And that's how I present it to every new employee. If you watch Thomas, he turns Morris into a career path. And that's what it should be. And I know he has a lot to say, so I'm gonna bring him up here. He's got the flyest suit in the house. So
first and foremost, I want to thank my wife Jessica. She is my backbone. She's the one that holds the fort down while I'm in here. Like everybody asks what I'm gonna do at work. We're gonna try to make some miracles happen. But she's holding down the fort there. But definitely I want to talk about first on a business related is Kurt here. Great guy. You know, I will say honestly, you know, like I stood up here and talked about last year, I've been fortunate and gracious to work with some of the greatest managers ever. And to be perfectly honest, I know one of my biggest fears was to have an inexperienced manager, especially being around as long as I have been. But I want to say that with the management team that I have with Kurt and Sarah Stanton, who's not here today, she's our assistant manager, they have done such a spectacular job. And I felt like I would not be doing them due diligence if I did not take all the things I learned from all the great management and all the experience I've had in the past, and did not pass that along to them. So that's why I help them so much. Because at the end of the day, is that I want to be successful, and they're going to be a very vital part of being successful. So I have to accelerate their growth by taking everything that I've learned from prior managers. Like, of course, so that is one major thing. So I respect them so much. Because, like he said, he lets me have a voice. I get up and we speak and we talk. You would think I was the general manager, you know. I mean, but they have the most utmost respect for me. They let my voice be heard so I can help our team. Last year, I made a statement that I said that my career goal, because like you said, it's been 10 years, and I said it was to be the greatest salesperson ever. Okay, but when I think about it, and when you hear so many arguments in basketball between Michael Jordan and LeBron, well, Jordan's got 6 championships. So I cannot be the greatest salesperson if I'm not on the greatest sales team. So I want to win regardless. So that means that I'm not going to go down to anybody's level. I'm bringing them up to my level. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so, and like Judy said, I'll get on the phone, I'll text her, I'll call Jeff, and if I say, hey guys, come on, let's get it going, because like we are an elite group of people. Like Steve got up here and said there's 200 some people. No, there's more than that, because if you put it to it like this here, we have a lot of people that come and go. So everybody that steps foot on the sales floor is entitled to be standing where we are today. So you add up another 100 and some people. We're 1% of the sales staff. So don't take that for granted and be proud. You know, be proud of being where we are today, and know that we can't all do it ourselves, but we got a great group of people from top to bottom that are here to help us. There's a lot of great people in this room here, from Amanda, Theresa, Lewis, that's my brother over there. I'm glad he's here with us tonight. Justin, my guy over here, man, and we got a love-or-hate relationship. He's like, oh my God, what do you want, Thomas? You'll call me 37,000 times today. Well, you know why I call you? Huh? Yeah, 25 times a day. Because you know why? And I have to tell this. The reason why I call you is because I respect you, and I will not make a decision without consulting with you. That's where I'm at. So if I'm calling you direct, Amanda, or Theresa, or Kurt at home, that's because I respect you, and I want to make sure, because I don't want y'all to turn around and say, hey man, we got to house your order. No, it ain't happening. So, but in conclusion, I just want to say overall, it's just so gracious of the respect and the voice that I've been able, the platform I've been able to have here with Morris Home Furnishings, with Larry, Michael, Rob, Jamie. Guys always have a lot of great things to say. And like I said on the video, it's completely different when you're working and it's not just about you. You're representing so many other people. And we know, and as President's Club members, you guys need to pick up on that, because the new people that come to our stores, you know, whether it's sales associates, management, buying department, they know who you are. So so someone has brought you up. So you're representing more than just yourself. So you just think about the actions in which we go about, the things we do on a daily basis, is that you are representing somebody else. So the picture is a lot bigger than what we think it is. Thank you.
Congratulations, Thomas. And let's give all of our 2018 President's Club honorees another round of applause. You're all truly an inspiration for the rest of us of what it means to be prepared and take the opportunity as it presents itself to you to be the best. In addition to the beautiful trophies that each of our President's Club members has received this evening, each will receive an additional award for all their hard work. All of our President's Club members will receive a trip voucher for their choice for a 5-day, 4-night cruise for two, or a 4-night trip to a destination of their choice with hotel accommodations and a Visa gift card for $300. And plus, we have a special beach bag gift for our winter's travel companions. This is our thank you for all your support to our hardworking President's Club members. So thank you all.
So all of us are so proud of this group. And, you know, you are the sales leaders, but you are also the leaders of the company. And so many of you have said things about how you have taken other people under your wings and you've encouraged your stores to do greatness. This group here can drive the rest of your stores and the company to really greatness in 2018. And wouldn't it be great that, as Thomas said, that we have 100 people up here, because just think of what that's going to do to drive people into every store with that kind of great customer service and that kind of excitement about the products that we sell. So the final notes, I want to just thank everyone for attending. I know you're busy, and many of you drove from Columbus and Cincinnati. And I look forward to seeing you, the current honorees, again next year, and the other special attendees who were close this year or on a great path already ready for the year. To make this happen this evening, we had several people that planned this event, and I'd like to thank Tina. Thank you, Tina. And she has support from Rachel and Kristen. Thank you. And what do you think about taking that video on the road? Because you all have told the story. You know what it takes to be great, and you've proven it. So again, thank you for coming in. And now we're going to take a group picture of all the winners. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.